All right, Pigskin Politics, Week 4. Welcome to the quarterway point. It's been a weird year so far.
It's been a really weird year so far.
COVID.
COVID.
Really could have used that preseason for a lot of teams, and it's made it actually harder to identify certain teams than it normally has. But, you know, sometimes it'd be that way. This ain't really an art. It's more of a...
It really makes me wonder how much preseason would have changed some teams, because I think some teams really could have benefited off of it.
I think there'd be less injuries.
Sure.
I mean,
I've
never seen such a rampant injury spree.
Especially like the Niners, dude. Like,
yeah.
Dang. Really anything else?
Bill O Brien got fired, and he's the first coach to go. I'm surprised he took the crown from both Adam Gase and Dan Quinn.
Adam Gase has got to be gone. If he loses this week...
No. I actually think Dan Quinn will be the next to go. I really do. Not for any reason. Just the Jets are stubborn, and I think Dan Quinn will be gone before then.
Stop being so stubborn, Jets. Just fire Adam Gase. You
Fire
will immediately improve like tenfold. You'll score like at least 14 points a game instead of like 6.
I mean, I kind of feel bad for Bill O'Brien because, you know, you lost to the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Steelers, but also the Vikings, so 0-4, get him out of here.
They also he did some bad GM kind of moves.
After the collapse in KC last year, I kind of figured. But we did say they'd be a free fall candidate, and what do you know? They're 0-4.
I think they'll rebound a little bit. I think the Texans get their first win this week.
We'll get to that. All right, so I got the timer ready, and Tampa Bay at Chicago. Who you got?
I don't care if Chicago's 3-1. I still think they're a pretty bad team undercover. Tampa Bay is better than we thought. They should beat Chicago.
Yeah, I don't think Tampa Bay is better than we thought, but they're a little bit better than I gave them credit for.
So you got them beating Chicago?
I do. Yeah,
okay, of course.
My grandpa says I'm hating on the Bears, but I mean...
I don't believe they're a good team. Sorry.
Neither do I. I mean,
even
they validated what we thought of them by losing to the Colts at home.
Yeah.
All right. Carolina at Atlanta. Atlanta's first win of the year.
Oh, this is one we actually disagreed on. I'm picking Carolina.
Really?
Atlanta, you suck. Like, I don't care if you have like an extra 3 days to prepare for this game. I think Carolina's just gonna beat you.
Atlanta did it last year where they only beat divisional opponents. They're weird about it.
No, I think they're gonna do this thing like they did in like the last few years, where like they start off really bad and then they rack off a bunch of wins at the end of the season.
Matt Ryan's too good to not win by week 5.
You're not winning by week 5.
All right. Buffalo at Tennessee.
Good game.
I think it will be. I went with Tennessee just by virtue of them being home team and having an extra week to rest.
I picked Tennessee because they're coming off an unexpected bye, but they have a bye. They have a little more time to prepare, I guess. So they're looking forward to this game. And even though this will be a really good game, I give Buffalo credit.
Yeah.
I think they should be like damn near top 5.
We've been saying the Chiefs, the Ravens, and the Titans are the teams in the
Right.
AFC, but the Bills are now in the fold. They deserve that respect.
I don't think anyone's going undefeated. So
I still say Titans, though. Las Vegas at KC. All right, so KC.
Kansas City's really, really good at playing divisional opponents. Like, really good.
I don't think they've lost a divisional game. I think they've only lost one in like the last 3 or 4 years. They're really
Kansas
good at
City's offense looks like it's just on another level this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they look good compared to... I mean, Vegas also looks good, but...
Vegas is kind of crashing and burning. They had their shots against the Pats and the Bills, and they kind of choked it. So I don't think they beat arguably a better team than both of them. Arizona at New York Jets. Arizona, what the can't swear, but, you know.
They'll turn it around. They shouldn't have lost the last 2 weeks.
But it's the Jets.
But it's the Jets. Like, if you score more than, like, 6 points, they'll win this game.
Pretty much. I mean, Christ. Like, I can't feel worse for the Cardinal fans because it's a gut check to go 2-0 and then experience the last 2 weeks. But you're not losing to the frickin' Jets.
You're not losing the Jets.
Oh, God. The only... Philly at Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, for
Sadly.
the same reasons as Tennessee. They got an extra week, and Philly's just... They don't look too good. Even though they beat the Niners, I don't care. Like, they they're pretty bad.
I still stand by that Pittsburgh is overrated, but we did acknowledge that they had a very gravy start to the season that got gravier by not having to play the Titans. So,
gravy, skip a week, more gravy.
Yeah.
You guys are beating the Eagles. Congrats.
I mean, Eagles could play them hard, but I just think the Steelers still win. Rams at the Wash. Rams.
The Rams are surprisingly pretty dang good. Like, I think they're top 10.
Except for last week against the Giants, but, everyone has a trap game every now and again.
They probably fell for that trap game. But despite that, Washington, I think, is switching up quarterbacks this week, and I don't think Kyle Allen's much better than Dwayne Haskins, so other than that, Washington really doesn't have that many stars. Yeah, they got a couple guys on defense, but nothing really on.
Leave it to the Rams.
Scary Terry, I guess. But
Cincinnati at Baltimore. Did you pick against your team?
No,
I didn't either.
I mean, do you blame me here?
No.
I mean, it's not that I think Cincinnati's bad, but I think this will actually be a really, really good close game.
They're showing some boys. I mean, they started 0-2, not a bad 0-2
tie
either.
And win.
And then they tie and win, exactly.
I think they found new light under Joe Burrow, and this will be a good game. Yeah. Although I think the Ravens win, it might be only by like 4 or 5 points.
Or 4 or 5 scores. Jacksonville at Houston. Bill O Brien's gone. Houston wins. Simple as that.
Houston, you have to be better without Bill O'Brien. I mean, he lost the locker room.
Yeah.
Traded away your best talent for nothing. Now he's gone.
There's power behind a team firing their coach, and typically that next week it makes that team the winner. So congrats. You got an easy opponent. Arguably easy. Remember how we thought maybe the Jags were contenders?
No, that was just they beat the Colts. They looked all right. And week 2, they were feisty against Tennessee. We're still bad.
All we got. Miami at San Fran.
This is
missing the timer.
This is an interesting game. You're picking Miami?
Of course I am. I mean, all right, we're 1-3. San Fran's 2-2. They dropped a home game to the Eagles that they shouldn't have. They're very injured, and Miami's gone toe to toe with, they're 1-3, but premier opponents have beaten Miami, and they've contended in all those games. They got a real shot here, even if it's in San Fran.
Okay.
I got to go with my heart.
I just think San Fran, even with their injuries, I think they're still really talented.
And
I still think they could beat Miami. So.
I am a little bit biased. That's fair. But, it's there. It's there. Indy at Cleveland. All right. Cleveland's 3-1.
But are they going to be 4-1?
I think they are.
I think they're not going to be.
You're going with the Colts.
Why? I'm going with the Colts just because their defense has been pretty good, and I think losing Nick Chubb, that might screw you up for playing a good defense once.
The Colts' defense is good, but they've played the Vikings, the Bears, the Jets, and the Jags.
Still number 1, man.
It's not a great litmus test, but the Browns' offense has been leagues better than all those teams. I actually think Browns because it's at home.
Losing Nick Chubb, that hurts, man. That really hurts. Nick Chubb was good.
Okay. We disagree. Let's see. New York Giants at Dallas. The Jason Garrett revenge game.
This is a garbage game, but it has so many implications for the division.
So Dallas has the worst defense in the league by far, but the Giants offense averages 9 points a game. Guess what? This is a game the Cowboys will win. It won't be a blowout, but I'd say Giants will score at least 23 points, and Cowboys fans will feel terrible about it.
I gotta say, the Giants at least gotta score 3 or 4 touchdowns against these guys.
It'd be funny if they did.
Their defense is terrible.
Cowboys. I hate that timer. Denver at New England. Well, Denver, you're not winless anymore. Hate to say it, but Drew Lock being down sunk your season.
It really did, and that's sad. But hopefully he comes back soon.
And
it's supposedly only supposed to be 6 weeks, but
I'd love to see you knock off New England, but
it's not happening.
I mean, just Bill Belichick's got too good of a run of that defense, so it's
and Cam Newton's back, I think, that week maybe.
Already?
I hope so.
After COVID? Yeah. I still say New England regardless of the quarterback.
Okay.
Minnesota at Seattle. Congrats, Minnesota. You're no longer winless. You're gonna, though, become less.
They've gotten steadily better in the last 2 weeks, though, I think.
They're gonna get ass stomped. That's
You're not going to beat Seattle, but I think they're getting better.
They are. They're improving. But
you're still going to lose.
Seattle's going to just...
Russell Wilson's on another level, dude.
Oh, God, I know.
He's like the best person in the NFL right now, probably. But
yeah, at least you're not winless. Because it would be hard to not be winless going into that game. And the Monday night game, Los Angeles Chargers at New Orleans. Chargers, what the fuck? You blew it. They almost knocked off Tampa in Tampa, and they blew it hard. Do I think they'll do it to Breeze?
That was a back and forth game, though. That was a really back and forth.
It's going to be Breeze and the Saints.
I don't think they really blew it because that was.
Oh, they blew it. It was 24-7. Like what?
It was back and forth. They came back and then they kept this freaking score.
The Chargers gave the Bucks those points, but New Orleans is a better team. They'll win.
Tom Brady.
You got 2 seconds.
Another pick six for Brady.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Thrown 4 of them so far.
Yeah.
Could it be number 5 against? I didn't even really talk about the Saints. The Saints are good. They're gonna win.
That broke the 30-second.
I don't give a shit.
Well, it is the last game. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So really, that's all we got. As far as picks Open go, we had a better week than the other week. It would be hard not to, considering we had 8.5 shots each. 5 for him, 6 for me. We just disagreed on that Bengals-Jags game. So, tune in for that.
See you for picks Open.